What's going on, guys? Going to do a quick update on CCCX and SoFi. So this one is down about 15% today. Quantum stocks got beaten down. Overall market had a bit of a pullback. IWM pulling back. So a lot of those small cap stocks were red today as well. On the week, this one's down almost 20%. At the peak, we were up about 150%, and now it's down to 80%. So still up, obviously, on the month, but given a lot back. Kind of see this little Batman up here, double top, and then selling off. So really want to see that 19 hold, and obviously 18 to 19 range needs to hold, or we're going to start filling some gaps below. So you need to be prepared for that. Definitely glad I got out of my call options in profit the other day. That's why you got to protect your capital. Always set those stop losses on stuff like options. But yeah, if quantum stocks continue to sell off, this one is going to get dragged down. Not necessarily that it's a bad company or anything, but it did pump a lot in the month. And if those are getting dragged down, well, this name is going to trade right with it. As far as the flow goes, it looks like we had buyers loading up today and stepping in. So because it is down, giving back about 20% from the top, I think buyers are starting to step back in, expecting like at least a dead cat bounce here. So they're targeting, those were today, some of these are already in profit, obviously probably took profit already. They're out to November and even out to January. So pretty solid flow on that. Now, yesterday did see some RGTI puts come in, and these are this one's today, which means we could sell off even more tomorrow on these quantum stocks. This one was yesterday, $1 million and 33% out of the money. And then it was, I believe, disclosed or found out that the CEO of RGTI, I believe he sold all his shares. So that's not very bullish, and not that that's the only thing that triggered a pullback in these stocks. They're way up on the year, but that's not very bullish for the stock. So yeah, CCCX, definitely want to see somewhat of a dead cat at least. Maybe we fill this 3-hour fair value gap back to 2284 tomorrow. This golden pocket is what I kind of want to see hold. So the 707 is usually a good spot. 618 sometimes bounces. We could start to fill these gaps below though. So definitely want to see this area hold. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe you get a bit of a dead cat. And then from here, we'll see if it hits that resistance and then sells off even further. But this is definitely one that's a bit choppy right now and moves kind of crazy. So I would avoid short-dated call options right now. And honestly, if it were to pop up here, I might even sell a covered call above it just to make a little extra premium. And then as far as SoFi goes, really not much to report. We kind of knew that this was going to be range bound. It's going to trade pretty much between that 25 and 29 mark. It's going to continue to be choppy into next week, I believe, and then you'll get your earnings decision the following week. So the market is waiting on SoFi's earnings. I know they had some news drop about crypto, maybe a smart card next year. Noto was talking, but that really didn't do much for the stock because the market is waiting to see their forward guidance as well as their earnings. And then as far as the flow goes, we had a lot of flow come in for SoFi. A lot of people did make money. They bought these calls at the open, it looks like. So right at the open, that's 6:38 a.m. So they made good money on that initial pump on SoFi this morning. So this pop right here up to 28, and then the market just completely sold off as a whole. I don't think this has nothing to do with SoFi. This is just the overall market selling off, taking profits. Growth stocks, small caps, all getting kind of destroyed today. But we will see if we get a bounce tomorrow. As far as the largest flow that came in, we had a leap play out to 2027. That's already up 17%. And then some other plays, 11/21, so November, and then some other 26, January, but pretty solid flow coming in. Anything above 200K kind of piques my interest. And the fact that they are targeting that $30 strike just in a month away kind of sounds like more of an earnings play. But yeah, overall, SoFi is just going to continue to consolidate here. And, we'll see what happens. I would stay away from shorter dated call options right now. I'm actually looking to get that entry still. I still have not picked up call options on SoFi. Kind of waiting on that right now. Just sitting in shares at the moment. But quick update on the market. We'll see how Friday goes for these two stocks. Please like and subscribe and have a good one.